Patients and family expect that the NHS will provide a safe and high quality service consistently over a 7-day period. But we all know, those of us who work in the healthcare, in the NHS, we all know that there is a great variation in care which is provided on a weekend. We are putting patients to harm, and there is a willingness on part of every healthcare professional to move on to a 7-day service.
7-day working, I feel, will be one of the most important service transformations that the NHS generally will be endeavouring to deliver on over the next several years. If through this funding we can actually advance that here at WWL, I think that would be brilliant. 7-day working is important not only from a patient perspective but also from a commissioning perspective. Increasingly, commissioners wish us to see a steady flow of patients through our hospitals, and 7-day working will help us achieve that.
We are determined to be one of the best trusts in the country. We are extremely proud of our success. We are now 4th best in the Northwest. But it's simply not acceptable that patients who come on a weekend and out of hours are not getting the standard of care which we want to provide. And that's the reason why I'm really pleased to see we are one of the pilot sites, and I'm really excited to say people of Wigan Borough will get the best care 365 days, 7 days and the whole year.
WWL have been an active pilot hospital in the HFMA study into 7-day working instigated by Sir Bruce Keogh. The purpose of this study was to look at the cost implications for offering a full 7-day working service for the hospital and for the regional health economy. WWL believe that the cost of implementing a 7-day working model will be offset by the value gained for the patients in having a consistent service.
7-day working is really important at Wrightington, Wigan and Lee NHS Foundation Trust. Our patients are obviously sick out of hours as well as during the day. Our nursing staff work 24/7, and it would be really important and motivational to them to see the medical colleagues working alongside them, getting help when they need help and assistance to care for our patients. We really do support this 7-day working.
There is a very strong need for any organisation who is going on to a 7-day service to look at their workforce carefully and plan it carefully. We don't want a tired doctor, we don't want a tired nurse. We want people to be managing their life and work balance properly. Because this is not for a small period of time, this is for days to come and years to come.
And I actually think that in the long term, positioning this organisation in the forefront of the move towards 7-day working will really help us in terms of recruitment, because I think it shows that we are a fit for purpose, future-proofed hospital. So I think it's a great thing to do, and I'm fully behind it.
7-day working will improve operational efficiency. It will reduce the stresses that we have on a Monday and Tuesday with our patient flow processes. 7-day working will improve patient flow for all our patients, and it will improve the way that our staff function.
We are here to improve the service. Wigan is a very deprived community of areas of quite high social deprivation. Then we need to make step changes. The board has therefore decided to fully support to look towards going to 7-day working. Very easy to say, but it's a very, very difficult and complex process.
It needs a whole system approach. All healthcare professionals need to get together. But it doesn't need to be across the whole trust. It needs to be targeted to the most important areas which caters to the largest number of or most number of patients.
What we have found out though is that there is suboptimal provision of services in hospitals, including Wigan, over the weekend. And at its worst, it means that people could die. At best, people have delayed discharges. So we fully want to support the fact that we will go down this road. It'll take a lot of time, it'll take a lot of resources, but to get to a 7-day service is a goal that is really, really worth looking towards.
There is that willingness among our colleagues to provide this 7-day service because the existing model is certainly not sustainable. So I hope that we will be given the opportunity, because what you need the most is not the money alone, not extra people to run the service, but the desire, the willingness and the passion to do it. I feel that we got this in our organization, and it would be a missed opportunity if we are not chosen as a pilot site. Thank you.
So now you've heard from our senior clinical leaders, our executive directors and our chairman, and you can see just how strong a clinical consensus and managerial consensus there is that 7-day working is the big thing for us, and we really want to implement that here. Why is that? Well, it's because ever since we applied to become a foundation trust, we made quality our strategy. And in the last few years, we've begun to see the statistics that prove that clinical outcomes at weekends are often not as good as they are during the week. So that's why it's become an ethical imperative for us to deliver the same quality of care throughout the week. And that's why this organisation is so enthusiastic about 7-day working.